Hi everyone. So today we are going to learn about Microsoft Excel. So what is exactly Microsoft Excel? So Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet application which is basically developed by the Microsoft, and it is a part of Microsoft Office which has key features like spreadsheets, formulas, functions, data visualization, data tools, and so on. So the next question is, why is Excel so popular for the data analysis? So Microsoft Excel is popular for the data analysis due to its accessibility, I can say, ease of use, and the versatility. So its interactive interface, extensive library of functions and formulas, and robust data visualization tools, it allows the users to perform wide range of data analytics to perform the tasks efficiently. The next question is like, why do data analysts need Microsoft Excel to this extent? So working with massive amounts of data on a regular basis, it can be terrible. So as a data analyst, your primary responsibility is to collect the data, to assess companies' risks, and identify the factors which basically affects the business. So as a result, I can say it is critical to gather the correct information that managers may use to make the decisions. So I'll be trying to cover the main essential skills that one should know to simpler down their daily activities. The first one The first one would be the pivot tables, which I'll be covering. And in that pivot tables, I can say like it is a powerful tool used for summarizing, analyzing, exploring, and presenting the large amounts of data. And it allows the users to transform and rearrange the data in various ways to gain the insights and answer the specific questions. So here are the main purposes and features of the key for the pivot tables. The first one is data summarization, which because of which pivot tables can quickly summarize the data by aggregating the values such as like sum, averages, counts, and more on based on the specified categories. The next one is data analysis, where users can explore the data by creating different views and perspectives and making it easier to identify the trends, patterns, and the outliers. The next one is filtering and sorting. Pivot tables provide the ability to filter and sort the data dynamically, which allows the users to focus specifically on the subset of data. The next one is interactive data exploration, where users can easily drag and drop the fields to different areas to create the customized reports and the analysis. The next one is data consolidation. A pivot table can consolidate the data from multiple sources, which makes it easier to analyze the data from various perspective. Now let's move on to the data set, which I'll be referring for the same. Now let's move on to the practical part, and I'll be referring to IBM HR Analytics employee dataset from the Kaggle website. Go to the insert tab, and there you will get pivot table options over there. Along with that, you will also have recommended pivot tables. It is always better to check a recommended pivot table suggested by the Excel, and if you want to opt for the one, you can simply select that and click on OK. It will open that respective pivot table into the new sheet. Right now I'll be going with another option. I'll select pivot table, and from table range, here you will have it will automatically select all table over here with this over here, and along with that you will get two options: new worksheet and existing worksheet. If you want to have this analysis into existing worksheet, you can simply check to this check to existing worksheet and select the location where you want to have this pivot table for the further analysis. Right now I'll go with the new worksheet. Simply I'll select the new worksheet and click on OK. It will open the new worksheet. We can see that on the left hand side we have empty or blank pivot table, and on the right hand side we have pivot table fields which we can drag these fields into this area where we have options like filters, columns, rows, and values. So firstly I want to check the company's department wise attrition. So simply I'll drag department to the rows, attrition to the columns, and employee count to the values section. So on the left hand side, you can see one pivot table analysis where we are having all the departments with the attrition yes and no. And along with that, we also have grand total for the columns and rows also. So by default, in the values section, it is showing some of the employee count. So if I want to have another pivot table, I can simply copy this pivot table, current pivot table and paste it over here. So I'll have new pivot table option. I'll simply drag out all the fields which are available in the rows, columns, and values. So right now here in this way I got new pivot table. So I can have I'll be having analysis for the with the new pivot table over here. So I want to check the average monthly salary for each job role along with its attrition. So for this sake, I'll have job rows as rows. Then the monthly income in the values section and the in the columns I'll have attrition. So now you can see on the left hand side you have each job role along with its monthly income with the attrition yes or no. So by default right now it is showing values at sum of the monthly income, but now we want to change it to the average. So just simply click on value field settings and then change the summarize value field by from sum to average. And if you want to change the number format, you can simply click on number format, go to the number and simply change the decimal places. Right now I want to have only one decimal place, so I'll select one, then click on OK and again on click on OK. So now you will get the result over here on the left hand side. So the next section is about filtering. So if I want to add filter for my one of my pivot tables, suppose for example over here, if I want to add a filter to the average of monthly income pivot table, then simply I'll have that filter field dragged into this filter section. Suppose for example, right now if I want to have the filter of gender over here, then simply I'll drag this gender filter over here. Then on the left hand side you will be able to see that filter over here. If I click on this option, then it will show by default it has selected all, which is like female and male account over there. But if I want to have the analysis for any particular gender, then I can click on select multiple option, then I can click whichever gender I want for the analysis. Suppose for example if I want to have the analysis for female, then I'll just simply click on female, and then you can see that values are changed according to the gender. So in this way you can add filter over here. The next feature which we can have is like adding a slicer. So for that sake you need to go to the pivot table analyze, click on the insert slicer and click on the field whichever you want for the slicer. So for example right now I'll click on the gender only, then click on OK. Then you will get slicer over here. It is better for the visualization purpose. So once you will add a slicer over here, you can either select male or female, or if you want to have that multi select option, then simply click on this checkbox and you will be able to select both the options, and you can see the values are getting changed over here in the second pivot table. But as we can see that according to the selection, the values from the first pivot table are not getting changed. So for that sake you need to connect this slicer with the first pivot table. So for that sake just right click and click on the report connections. Once you will click on the report connection, then it will show all the pivot tables which are present on that sheet and on the another sheets also. So for example if I want to add or if I want to connect this slicer with the another pivot table, then select whichever pivot tables which you want to connect and then click on OK. And once now I'll change the gender, then it will show that the values are getting changed for both the pivot tables. Feature over here is about the pie chart. So you will get that option under the section of pivot table analyze, and once you will click on pivot chart, you will get different chart options like pie chart, line chart, column chart, bar chart. So you need to select the convenient chart whichever you want to show and which will be more convenient to show your analysis in the visualization. Suppose for example if I want to have column chart over here for the first pivot table, then simply I'll click on pivot and the whatever chart is getting shown over here and simply click on OK. Then it will show the column chart analysis for the same with attrition yes and no and with respective departments. Suppose for example if I want to show it for the
if suppose for example, like if I want to show the pie chart for the same, then simply I'll right click on the first pie chart, then I'll have show values as, and then I'll select percent of common total. Then once I'll select on percent of common total, it will give me like out of 100% how much particular department has attrition regarding whatever it is, like yes or no. So simply I'll select that option, and then I'll again go to the pivot table, analyze pivot chart, and simply I'll click on pie chart and click on OK. So right now it is showing pie chart for the column no, or like wherever attrition is no. So here you can change the names according to you can change the names, and it will get shown into the visualization table also. Suppose for example, if I want to change the name of no to like more convenient name which will make more like sense. So like suppose for example, I'll have this as attrition as no, and once I'll hit enter, then it will display their changes in in our chart also. So in this way, this chart will be like kind of more interactive, and if you will have the changes or changes in the values in your pivot charts, it will get shown or it will get reflected into your charts also.